Hey everyone, Austin Lee back with another episode of FraudFi. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Social Security numbers. Let's dive in. Social Security numbers prior to 2011 were not randomized. Because of this, it was easy for somebody to steal someone else's identity, especially with people that were deceased or kids, because what you could do is understand the geography and also the order of what that social security number was supposed to, basically who that was supposed to go to. And in doing so, this made verification really easy for social security numbers because you knew you had a limit. There wasn't any number past this particular number based on this geography. And so with this victim identity, what happened was that social security numbers became randomized. So when they became randomized, there became a new type of fraud. It wasn't just identity fraud. It became synthetic identity fraud. Why did this happen? So when you apply for a credit card per se, and you get a hit on your credit bureau report, and in the credit bureau report, the information that was sent in your credit card application, then it goes to the credit bureau. Now, since social security numbers were randomized, they weren't verified through the Social Security Administration currently, and in doing so, the verification process happened in the credit bureau. Let's say, for example, this person uses a randomized Social Security number, were to apply at a bank, or they were to be added as an authorized user for somebody else's credit card. Now this fictitious person exists in the credit bureau world. This person doesn't exist because the social security number is not, because it's not real, but it's real to the credit bureau. Now, the Social Security Administration previously did not allow for a high velocity of checks of social security numbers. You could check one off, so you could check a small batch, but something like a financial institution who's getting thousands of applications a day for credit cards, you weren't able to check these identities. And so this became a real problem because the only way to verify was through a bad data source, which was the credit bureau. Now, I'm not saying the credit bureau hasn't cleaned up quite a bit and they haven't done better, they have. But with the Social Security Administration, it's a very simplified process. It's a yes, no. Is this person who they say they are? And when you're looking up that information, if you have a typo, if you put in a synthetic identity, if you miss the birthday, this actually comes back as a no. And so there's a 69% false positive rate because it's hard to detect if it's an error in the submission or if it's an error because the person is a synthetic individual. Now, the Social Security Administration is going to get much better. I have a feeling with that. And also, I believe that with the United States, we're using old paper identities. I think there's a great opportunity for the US to start getting a digital identity for individuals to allow them to own their own social security number. Now, why is this important? On the dark web, through different means, people can buy social security numbers. There have been several data hacks, data breaches, et cetera, and it's important for you as an individual, you as a citizen, to actually own the number that identifies you. Without that, you're basically at the mercy of financial institutions, the government, and other ways of verification, but you should be the one doing the verification. So that's why I'm hopeful that the US and social security numbers will come back to be a great way of verification for individuals. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any comments or questions about social security numbers, how they're verified, feel free to drop a comment below.